If there are any questions about a death that happened in a hospital or under medical care, you should request an autopsy. Now, as a person who lost their brother to medical errors, and we had an autopsy done, I understand how difficult a decision this can be. It can add to your grief. It can add to your burden, especially if the deceased, the person who died, is a child, or maybe your spouse. You know, it's never easy. The thought of someone cutting on your loved one is just too tough for some people. However, I want you to keep this in mind too. In this work I've done, I've spoken with multiple families who have lost loved ones under possibly questionable circumstances, and they didn't get the autopsy done because they just didn't want it done. It was just too much at that time. They didn't get it done, but the questions remained. The questions didn't go away. You know, once that body goes into the ground, or if it's cremated, then that door is closed, but those questions will remain with you forever. With some folks, those questions can literally drive you crazy because there's no answer to them, and it can literally interrupt the grieving process and get in the way of providing closure for you, for your family, for your loved ones. And you know, you need to know. The doctors and nurses need to know. Healthcare needs to know. If there was a mistake, we need to know so that we can get you closure, and part of that closure can be the hospital, the doctors, the nurses learning from those mistakes, if there was a mistake, so that they can improve their processes. It's so that no one else suffers from this mistake. So I know it's tough, but if in doubt, get the autopsy, and I think that you will be much better for this down the road.